my time, you are I want. Neither of us wanna be alone. Ah, breathing in your love or your touch. Oh, it's what I'm meant.
GCP, cybersecurity. So these are the areas I'm taking care. I'm working as a technical lead and delivery head. Okay, so whenever I have the time, especially into the morning and evening, so I'm conducting these classes. So this is my way of working, and I have my YouTube channel also. So there also I'm placing the videos and conducting videos. Also I'm placing the classes over there. Okay, so on coming to the today session, we are going to cover up the GCP administration. Okay, so before we are starting, let me introduce ourselves. Rupesh, can you just explain me about your experience and all, and what is your expectations? Anything? Yeah, thank you. And Lakshmi Nacharlu, and you, please. Like, yeah, hi. Okay, sure, definitely. And Sharon, sure, definitely. And Hemant, okay, okay, sure, definitely. So I just want to explain you that. Okay, so usually, especially when you're coming to the cloud technologies, AWS and Azure and GCP, these are the three platforms you can see in outside. Okay, and the AWS is already, most of the people are already established. Okay, but the current market is that more on Azure and GCP. Okay, so why means the Azure and GCP are more into the product based. So most of the companies who are tie up with the Windows operating systems, who are working with the Microsoft, so Azure platform they are leading. Okay, and the Google platform is right now the booming more, and most of the, especially the companies who are participating with the Google technologies, for example, they are providing these services in bunch of the things. For example, if you are taking the Google Cloud or Azure, so what the people are doing means along with that one, like Office 365, like Outlook, those are the areas. For example, if you're going with the Google, like a Google Drives and a Google, all the remaining products also they are collecting and sharing to the small companies too. Okay, big companies. So that is one of the advantages. That is the reason small companies to big MNCs, most of the people are going with these two technologies are booming when compared to the AWS. But the AWS is providing only infrastructure side only, not into the product based. So this is the one of the major thing. If you are learning the any one cloud, so automatically the rest of the clouds are having the similarity. Okay, so you don't want to be worried about that one. So what I'm going to explain you that, okay, so how we are using the uh, cloud technology, and I am explaining you that, okay, how the cloud came into the picture. Okay, so before coming to the cloud there is a lot of the architecture will be there. Okay, how it will came into the picture, and what are the architecture will be there, and each and everything I am explaining. So I'm explaining that one. For example, how the VMware came into the picture, and before VMware, how our architecture will be there, and after that, from VMware to how the cloud architecture will came, and the cloud architecture, what are the feasibilities it's providing. In cloud architecture, also we have some flaws. Why the Dockers and Kubernetes that came into the picture. So these are the internal architecture. Also, I'm going to be explaining before we start into the main concepts of the Google Cloud. So these are the things is a very valuable things, especially when you are attending to any interviews, when you are going for learning the any new courses, we need to know the basic funda information of why the technology came into the picture. So these are the things I'm going to be first to touch upon. Okay, as a part of the course. GCP, I'm going to touch the Linux administration also. In Linux, what are the things we are doing and what are the concepts are we are doing, how to install the operating system, how we can do the patching, and how the some of the user administration task we can perform it, and what are the features we are going to perform it into the real time world. Okay, and the date, and once my course of the class will be happening into the every day I'm going to explain the one class. For example, there is one topic I am explain means the topic I'm going to show you into the GCP console itself how we can perform the things and all in live. So once it is completed, so in the same class we are going to perform the some session, real time session. Nothing but we will create one scenario, we will perform the scenario on that one. So this is the way of working we used to do that. So ultimately we need to learn the concept by practicals only, not only the theory. So we need to understand, we need to progress ourselves into the day to day of life. So that is the way of working we used to do that. Okay, so by end of the 30 days of the course, usually the expectation will be the 30 days, Monday to Friday. There is some changes into there into the planning, or accordingly, we are going to extend our plan. Yeah, we are going to extend our plan into the as per the need. So I am also working provisional. Okay, I too have in the different shift mechanism. If there is a kind of any hiccups will come means, if possible means, if for example if the people are okay means, we are going to meet up into the weekends also. I don't have any restrictions. And what is my plan means, Monday to Friday we are going to have a regular classes. Okay, on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, if we have any one of the interested, I'm going to conduct some quality of the time onto the okay some real time issues. For example, let it be this week we had some sort of the sessions. So this weekend we are going to have a quality of time. For example, 1 to 2 hours of the time, especially kind of the mock interviews. What are the questions will come into the particular topics, and what are the do's and don'ts we are going to explain to the interviewer. Okay, I will make myself as a mock interviewer and interview. We'll take an interview, and not only that one, we'll perform the some real-time queries also into the on the call. Okay, these are the everything will be recorded session. I will provide the recorded session to you also. Otherwise, if you want to wish me, so you can do the recording also yourself. But I will share you the recorded session also. It will be helpful for you. So every week we are learning the course, and we are preparing ourselves ready. So by end of the course, you will be into the position of 3 to 4 years. That is the my assurance. I will provide the document for every classes and all into the shared drive, and the videos, and moreover interview questions and the real time scenarios also. Obviously we are covering into the session, and we are going to proceed into the add-ons to that. Though this is the my agenda of the things. So do you have a people any expectations means we can touch up into the as per the needs. Okay, so actually the courses whatever the people are learning outside, it's a more than um, high packages. But the thing is that so with the interest, I'm going with a low with spending the some time. That is the reason it will be helpful for my financially, and moreover I can explaining the what exactly the things we are performing to the infrastructure side. So that is the reason we are going with the normal package. Okay, and concluding the topics. So do you have any expectation anyone means we can touch up that one? Any doubts till now? So actually, what exactly we are doing means, so first of all, cloud environment, we are having the two types of the things. One is that infrastructure management, we are calling as into the software industry. Infrastructure management means, okay, for example, whether it's AWS or Azure or GCP or Alibaba, these are the some of the clouds you can hear in outside, and we are having the IBM also having the cloud, and HP Unix also having the cloud. So these are the things. Infrastructure side means, for example, how you are creating the server, creation of the server to removal of the server, entire life cycle means creation of the server, creation of the users, creation of the databases, creation of the network, and the creation of the other aspects, for example application deployments, patchings, and storage related aspects, and the database injections, and these are the things we are going to be perform it. That is the reason I clearly said that it's a GCP administration means we are supporting everything by GUI only. There is no need of command line. We have a command line expert also, but most of the times we are performing graphical user only. Okay, and these are the aspects we are directly performing as a root user also we have, and a specific user also here, especially when you are joining to the any companies or whoever already used. So we have an option like that one, we have a separate credentials, it will be tied with your mail ID. They will create a one account to you. There your account will be having the specific access. For example, you have access of creation, deletion, or modification. There you can do the modification, you can create it. For example, when the client is said that I have a one my memory of the particular server, let it be there is one ABC server is there, that server capacity of RAM is that, let it be 8 GB, they want to extend from 8 GB to 16 GB. Okay, so from your end you are going to some process. So usually other people, what I observed into the market, people are directly explaining the technology. Here we should not touch the technology. So when someone came into the picture asking about, okay, this is exactly the nature of the request, first we need to go with a process. What is a process here? Okay, when you want to extend the particular capacity, we need to make sure that financially, okay, the extension means we need to have a financial approval. Do we have a financial approval? And we need to perform with the proper downtime. How you are proper downtime? By using the change executions. And what is a cap call? We are calling as CAB. In ITL process, we have a name call cap call. How the cap call will be, we are going to be established, and how to create a change into the service now. I think someone is working on service now, right? Probably you are aware of that, how to create a change request. Okay, change request, how to create it, how to get approval. These are the pre-process things we need to get it done. Okay, so once everything is done, okay, then we have to go it into the next level of the aspect. What is the next level of the aspect? We have to go to the establishing of, okay, change. There we have to switch into the Google Cloud or particular cloud drive. There we need to change the settings. How we need to perform it, I will show you. So there, instead of 8 GB, 16 GB we are establishing, or the capacity of the CPU, whatever the request they have, we can perform the changes. Then we need to reboot the server and see, once we done, if there is a need into the application side also, we are performing. These are the aspects. So usually you people are aware of that, right? Especially this Diwali time, and there is a some festival time. This Facebook, yeah, and sorry, like Amazon, Flipkart, most of the companies they are doing the promotion activities. Okay, so what the activities they will do? Especially they will come up with some kind of additional aspects. For example, usually on particular days they will increase the CPU, they will increase the memory, they will increase the user capacity. Once it's done, they will make it as a normal. So that is the reason we are using the cloud technology. Means we can do the dynamic changes as per the need. Okay, and for your question, we don't need any scripting knowledge here. Why? Means we are not writing any scripting here. we are using the existing scripting and we are doing the any modification or doing this kind of analysis. Okay, that is more than enough. Who will write the script means the guys who are into the scripting side. There is a development team will be there. Usually the development team will be the part of the application teams. Those application teams will be going to be tie up with development teams. So what they will do means they will write the scripts into the YML language, or they were going to write a scripts into the particular things. For example, Python, or like a bash, or those type of the things. They will write a scripting. They will provide the scripting to us. We are uploading into our infrastructure and we are executing, especially Ansible scripts, and those type of the scripts we are injecting and we are executing. If we get any hiccups means we are explaining to them and we are providing the some kind of analysis. So ultimately we don't need any kind of scripting knowledge. Having the basic operating system knowledge, and moreover having the some kind of the OS knowledge is enough for that. Any cloud technology means the basic operating system, the basic storage, the basic, okay, network information is more than enough to understand that. Anything, any other having any doubt? Okay, let me share my screen. What are the content I am going to explain each and everything I'm show you. So hope you people are able to see my screen. Yeah, thank you. So actually, this is the uh, my platform. Okay, so here we are going to perform the some kind of, these are the overview. I'm going to share it to you by end of the class also. Okay, so we are going to discuss more on. Okay, see here. So we are going to induction of nothing but the GCP, how the GCP came into the picture, and what are the concepts will be there, and we are going to perform the some kind of attention here. Nothing but why the GCP came into the picture, like what I earlier said, why the VMware earlier it was there, and right now also VMware there, or right now also we have a GCP there. So why we came into the cloud technology, what are the plus or minus into that, and how we can create the account, how we can navigate, how we can deploy it. And you can see that the agenda also, every content I make it as a one task assessment. So the task assessment basically into the, okay, particular topic, how we can perform the practicals. I'm going to explain each and every topic in such a way that so it will be helpful for you to practice in the class itself. Though you have a recorded session also, the practical intention is very helpful. We can make it ourselves into clear into the real time. Okay, the second thing is that compute engine and cloud storage, especially the cloud, the this is the, okay, how we can create a servers, and what are the servers creation. There is some of the aspects will be there, like auto scaling, okay, management, buckets creation, okay, and network creation. What are the tags we use to do that? So everything we are going to discuss into that one. Okay, and here only we are going to discuss about, in previous topic we are going to discuss about some of the in-depth technologies, means how we can remove it, how we can upgrade it, and what are the things will be there. We are going to discuss into the cloud engine. Okay, cloud engine we are calling as, in generally in VMware we are calling as VMware server, and here we are calling as engine. And AWS also we have a, so in AWS also we have some of the options we are calling as instances. So the name convention will be bit different from here and there, but ultimately we need to understand that Okay, how we can create the server, how we can establish the auto scaling. Why the auto scaling? So auto scaling is one of the greatest feature into the cloud technology. The cloud came into the real time because of the auto scaling. Auto scaling is we can reduce our capacity, we can increase our capacity within a fraction of seconds. It will helpful for you, especially for example if you want to say that, as I said earlier, especially this Diwali time, November and December, or some of the festival seasons, what the people will do means the companies will do the lot of the promotional activities. For example, let it be I am holding the one server. Okay, there is a, some three servers I'm holding. These three servers are having the capacity of, okay, let it be some 10 GB, 10 GB, 10 GB. Okay, especially this 10 GB is more than enough for me in regular days. But okay, and every server will be having the capacity of 100 users. Okay, so usually whenever they are performing the some kind of the scaling activities, for example they want to promote themselves into the real time, there is some promotional activities happen on Diwali time. So in that time, usually what the people will do when they are doing the promotions, instead of 100 members there is a more than 100 members also, they want to try to connect to the server. So how they are connecting? By the web URL or by ads. They want to access the server. For example, when they are want to access the server, okay, the number of the traffic is increasing. So the load is increases means your server is going to be crash. Means your application is not in a support to access the things. So usually people are doing the lot of the access of the like booking the Tatkal tickets into the IRCTC, right? So when sometime back IRCTC having this type of the futures and all, means they are not able to book a lot of the tickets, but nowadays at least we are getting the establishment of the connection. So what the real time will do means, for example I am holding the three servers but I am getting the capacity of six servers. Okay, means the load is increased, the traffic is increased. So usually in legacy system what we have to do it, they want to keep the another set of the servers, they want to attach it, but on demand. On demand it is not a possible, means we cannot directly establish that connection on demand. Means immediately without down the server we cannot perform the things. Okay, means we have to keep the setup and we need to perform it. Whatever the traffic is there we need to accept it. Whatever the traffic is not able to perform it, we are not in a position to perform it. Nothing but we are going to deny it. But the thing is that the auto scaling is one of the mechanism there we can able to accept the traffic. And for example, right now I have three servers. There is a three more servers came into the picture. Immediately what I'm going to do it means I'm going to perform. For example, these three servers is the my existing environment. Okay, so this is my existing environment. For example, immediately I'm getting these are the capacity of, for example, 100 users. So right now my requirement is that instead of 100 users I got the requirement of, okay, 500 users. So the 500 users I got a requirement. So immediately what I'm going to do it means, so I will place the some kind of auto scaling. I'm going to place some auto scaling capacity. What is auto scaling means? The server will be the capacity of network. The server will be the capacity of network, CPU, memory, storage. So these are the things automatically we are having into the server, right? So what I'm going to do it means these are the things I'm going to make it as So every server will be having these are the capacities. Okay. So for example, I'm creating multiple server from here. Means immediately, for example, I'm getting the okay network. Let it be I have a 8 GB RAM, but instead of 8 GB, my capacity is increased to 16 GB. So I'm creating the one more server. I'm attaching to this server. I'm creating one more server. If load is more, I'm attaching to this server. So once my promotional activity is completed, here the capacity of the environment we are declaring into the particular cloud technology at the time of creating the server. For example, if the load increases, don't ask me, you can create the servers. Means, for example, instead of 100, there is a 500 members came into the picture and they are trying to access the server. Okay, immediately they are going to create a few more servers and they are completing the entire request in the moment of the time. So once it is completed, then what exactly it will do? So okay, our promotional activity is completed, let it be Diwali is completed. So next course of action is that okay, so the next day we are okay with 100 only. No need of no need of 500 servers. Means the rest of 400 is going to be cost effective. Cost effective means we are spending the extra amount for the 400. Usually in legacy systems means our we are calling as legacy systems means our physical servers, especially our physical servers, we need to keep this 400 whether you are using or not. But right now I don't want to be do that. I am going to perform it with only 100. Means I am going to delete it. I am going to delete this one. I am proceeding with only this one. Means we are reducing the cost effective. Means especially the cloud technology, one of the major feature is that auto demand and cost effective is one of the thing. For example, you are running the one small company, let it be one mid-range company of 10 members to 20 members. Okay, for 20 members, let it be if you want to keep the everyone have the two servers, means it's going to be very cost effective. For example, instead of 10 lakhs, I completed your budget into the 4 lakhs. So rest of the 6 lakhs is a profit only, right? A profit, at least it is not to reduce your effectiveness. So that is one of the advantages only. That is the reason nowadays small companies to big companies are why the cloud technology came into the picture. They're using the establishment into the very drastically and development side. So this is one of the advantage of cloud technology. Okay. And so how the cloud technology came into the picture? Okay, so before going to the cloud technology, we have an environment called legacy systems. What is a legacy system? For example, let it be everyone having the your laptops. Okay, for example, this is your laptop. The laptop, okay, this laptop will be having the capacity of, okay, for example, 10 GB RAM. Okay, and let it be 1 TB hard disk. Okay, and so let it be other features. Okay, so this is the your requirement. So right now my requirement is that this particular laptop only able to use by the how many members. For example, this personal laptop I'm holding right now, my personal laptop. For example, I'm going to conduct some live session, so I only can able to use my laptop means the 10 GB capacity, 1 TB hard disk, and whatever the other features. Only one resource only can able to handle the capacity. Means it is useful for one person only. Means one person only able to access the your particular laptop, not for more than one. So that is the reason. So one person means maximum. So the 10 GB is not enough. Means 10 maximum I can use 1 GB. for my requirement, but rest of the 9 GB is, so rest of the 9 GB is waste only, right? Means I am not using, means I am not using the my resource. I am not using the my resource, okay, in time. So what the problem here is that resource utilization. So resource I am not using properly. So how to manage the resources? How to manage the resources? Okay, and how to enhance resources. So these are the questions will come into the picture. Nothing but we are not able to manage the things in proper way. So instead of 1 GB, so I can make my laptop as a 1 GB. But the thing is that instead of 1 GB, so the 10 GB of the place, 9 GB is a waste for me. Instead of 1 TB, I use the maximum some 200 hard disk is enough for me. The rest of the whatever the capacity of the hard disk is going to be waste. So that is the reason there is a concept came into the picture that is called VMware. So that is called VMware. So what is the virtualization? So before we are going to the VMware, we need to understand that okay, what is the virtualization? Okay, so here there is some kind of the topics will be coming here. So virtualization is the process of creating environment on your physical, or we are using the concept called bare metals. Bare metals in the sense there is a server called usually we are calling as servers as a bare metals, physical servers. So we are terminology will bare metals servers means we are creating on top of your physical server. So we are creating on the top of your physical servers. So this is your physical server. On physical server, I'm creating the one virtual environment. Okay. So here we are calling as there is a terminology called hypervisor. So what is your hypervisor? Hypervisor in the sense once physical server is there, on top of that we are installing the VMware software. So everyone, you people are already, maybe some of the people who are experienced, they already installed the VMware into your laptop. So in the same way, we are going to install the VMware laptop on top of your laptop. On okay, we are creating the hypervisor. Okay, so how the hypervisor will be act upon means it will create a one layer. This is the layer. It will going to be created on top of your VMware. So this is it act like a platform. So hypervisor will be act like a platform on top of your VMware, on top of your VMware. So what exactly it will going to be happen means okay, so it will going to be establish your physical environment into means your physical environment you are install the VMware, right? On top of that it will create an hypervisor. With that we are going to create a one platform. On top of that you are creating, let it be VM1, VM2, VM3, up to nearly some 256. The capacity is that based on the your capacity we can increase it. Okay, for example, these are the servers, means every server will be act like a individual environment. For example, there is one business call, one company is there. For example, this related to the sales, this related to the okay management, this related to the promotion, this related to something, means we are providing to the in the same way. Most of the companies who are experienced, you people are joining to the companies, you are usually you are logging with a VMware horizon. So it is a in the same architecture only, nothing but inside of that there is a one physical server will be there. From that physical server only the entire architecture will come into the picture. Okay, in the same way. Okay, so it will be tie up with your hypervisor, but there is a one problem here. So now people are satisfied with the VMware, then why the cloud technology will came into the picture? The problem into the VMware means, okay, there is a DR setup, disaster recovery. So so useful thing is that, okay, will manage all VM with one bare metal. So we can manage the multiple servers with a one bare metal. But that is one of the good thing. And all are individual factors. Means, for example, one VM I install the Linux operating system, one install I install the Windows operating system, another Linux, another Windows. Means if you want means I can do the installation of different operating system, different servers into the different areas. That is the one of the beauty of the thing. So but coming to here, we cannot perform the multiple things into the environment here at the same time. But the thing is that we have a DR setup. We need to, what is a DR setup? So DR setup is nothing but, if you want your environment up and running, we need to maintain DR environment. So DR environment is clone to existing setup. For example, your server is there. The same set of the server we are going to create into the DR. For example, if you're going to the real-time example, so let it be one environment is there into the Hyderabad office. So the DR setup is I'm going to place it into the, let it be Bangalore. So if there is some issue will came into the Hyderabad office, for example, due to some okay some floods, or let it be some due to the some many technical issues, immediately all the services and applications are moved to DR. So the DR environment is the same setup, means it will be have the same capacity of the production environment. And most of the people who are into the real time, they can understand there is a terminology called prod. In real time we are having the DR, test, okay, and we have a dev is nothing but development. Okay, so prod is nothing but production, which is live environment we are calling, and the DR is nothing but, okay, we are calling as clone to prod. Means whatever the setup is there, everything will be there into the DR. Means before we are deploying into the production, first we are deploying into the DR. If it's everything is success, then only we are going to deploy into the production with a proper change execution request. Okay, so on the test environment is nothing but, test environment will be we are using for the test purpose. Means, for example, if you want to perform the some kind of actions, and development is usually using by the development team. Okay, so these are the things we need to perform it. But the one of the problematic area here is that, okay, already I'm using the production environment with a lot of the budget. Again, I need to use the DR environment means, so drawback is that, okay, so I need to maintain the cost, okay, and budget. And here is that downtime. For example, let it be I'm running the one of the bank application icca.com. So the thing is that it is having the downtime means, for example, let it be one peak day, let it be on every first, there is a first or 31st, server is down or application is down due to the some reason means, it will affect my business. Means in my business I am not able to perform the any kind of actions. So that is the reason what the people will use to do that, need to go for zero downtime. So zero downtime is came into the picture due to this. There only we got a cloud architecture. So what the cloud architecture will do means, we have a LAS, we have a PaaS, we have a SaaS. These are the some of the terminologies will be there. Means only take the software, only take the infrastructure. For example, you started the one small mid-range company. Okay, so you need to be concentrating on your company profile and how you are going to establish the customer. That is your motto. But instead of that one, how many systems I need to buy? What is a laptop I need to buy? Okay, what is a CPU I need to buy? If you keep on thinking, that is not good for your environment, right? So that is a somewhat needed. But if someone can take over that responsibility, okay, you can spend the more time on your business only. Means the core of the business. For example, I have a business of, let it be one TV. How I can promote my TV? Okay, how I can promote my TV into the different places? How I can reach the customers? What are the strategies I can follow? These type of the architecture algorithms you can place it, and you can place it, and you can spend into the quality of the time. Instead of that, okay, my employees got a laptop, my employees got a CPU, my employees got a okay billing. So these are the things, if someone is taken and someone is responsible also with the security, then it's well and good for the small companies to big companies. That is what the companies are looking. So that is the reason the cloud technology came into the picture. Take only software, or take only infrastructure, or if you want to support also, we can provide you the everything. So for example, most of the people are you having the aware of, there is some kind of the things will be there, right? Like a godaddy.com. So most like a control is different companies are there. What the companies will do means, they are providing the servers or the services on rental basis. Okay, they are providing the some rental basis. Or for example, on top of that, you are install your application, you can do that. For example, you need a support also, they are providing the support. Means they are providing support space on rent basis, and you can do the changes into the dynamic. As I said you, right, we can provide the changes into the dynamic. The dynamic changes are very useful. As I said you, right, whenever you have in the promotional time, in the time only I can do that promotion of my work. Okay, I don't need to bother about the what exactly the cost and all. Like for example, everyone have the mobile. For example, every day 1 GB is more than enough for you to complete your requirement. Sorry for that. So there is a one traveling day. You are traveling one place to another place. In that time, for example, you want to see the some movie into the Amazon, Netflix, or anything. So there is a requirement that you top up, instead of 1 GB, there is a 5 GB. You top up for particular 24 hours or particular 5 days. There is a need. you top up for the 4 days. So the requirement is that only for 4 days or particular 24 hours, 48 hours only you promoting. Okay, sorry. So the thing is that once that is completed, your service going to be end. Your service is going to be end. So again, your old service will come into the picture. The same technology we are establishing into the business also. Means whenever you need a services in the time only, I am taking the some rental basis. Once that is a completed means I am going to the my old requirement. My old requirement. This will help you a lot into the business. Means it will reduce the cost and more. And how about the security? Okay, security in the sense already every server we are calling as server, every server here with a proper authentication, proper authentication means every server will be deployed into proper authentications. Means like a MFA codes. MFA means like a digital codes will be there, OTP will come, and fingerprints also we can place it. And there is a mail approvals also we can make it. And moreover, these are the things we can make it. So this will help you a lot, especially into the environment. And moreover, so this will be not only that one. Okay, so we can secure the authorizations. So how we can authorize? So we are creating the users. We are not giving the approval for everyone. Okay, we are providing the access to the only set of members, and we are providing the access to the set of the members and providing the access to the those members only. So this is the reason we can provide. And there is one more concept called what is the requirement we came into the picture, like a zero downtime. So we are establishing load balancing concept also. Okay, and moreover, the thing is that since the cloud environment, okay, so we are segregating the things into the multiple factors. For example, here you can see that a particular this physical machine is down on due to some any issue means entirely this VM will be down. Without any hesitation, it will going to be done down your business in a single day due to the physical machine issue. So what I'm going to do, it means in a cloud technology, okay, we are making ourselves into the load balancing side. Means on disk, for example, this server is down means automatically this server is going to take up the your load without any manual intervention, nothing but no need to provide anything. Here if you want to play this means we need to keep a DR environment. It is a physical environment. Physical environment I need to keep means I need to keep one more physical environment. On top of that I need to create a VM setup. On top of that I need to create a server. Then I need to link up this one. But coming to here, everything is virtual. So this virtual environment will help you out. It will create the things, okay, only application based, not a server based. So you people are heard about APIs. API is a nothing but application. For example, what exactly the API means? It is a application protocol information. Nothing but exactly your service is there, right? For example, ICICI.com is a your application. Ultimately, the client is looking for run the particular application. Okay, so but the problem here is that that application is running on one server. This server is not in a position to provide the services. Automatically, your application also going to be down. But what exactly will be happening means, so people will going to establish some quality of the time. They want to make this application is running on different node without any downtime. So your business won't be down. So most of the times, if people are browsing the ICCA.com, HDFC.com, you don't know what exactly the IP address of the particular application is running. Okay, let it be. Today, this application is running on this server. Okay, today this application is running on this server. Okay, due to some maintenance into this server, okay, this server will going to be down in this Saturday. So automatically, what the company will do, they are going to place some load balancing. Already they placed. Okay, so this Saturday, automatically, without any manual intervention, this is down means it will going to take up the services from this server. Means your application is not down. It is keep on running, but your inside infrastructure only down. But coming to here, we don't have that options here. Means we cannot establish. We can place it also. It going to be cost effective. So it going to be very cost effective. Nothing but you need to create a one DR environment. You need to keep it, and you need to create a one bare metal mechanism that going to be cost effective. That things we can reduce into the cloud technology, whether it's AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, otherwise, HP also we have a cloud and IBM also we have a cloud. Everything we can complete it into the environment with a faster thing. So that is the reason cloud technology also came into the picture. Till now, any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. So, in coming to our technology, so in GCP also one of the leading technology into the cloud, and right now the GCP is one of the major aspect. So here we are going to in deeper of the GCP, how we are going to cover why the GCP came into the picture, what are the futures will be there, how to create account, everything we are going to explain, and then what are the services will be there into the Google Cloud, how to create a virtual machine, how do the auto scaling, and how create a storage and buckets, everything we are going to in second session. And Docker Kubernetes, GKE is one of the containerization, nothing but whatever I said you right, API. So that API is a modern technology we are calling as a Docker and Kubernetes. How we can set up the environment, what are the process will be there, how we can perform the things, and how we can perform the in real-time environment, like we are calling as microservices. These are the we are calling as microservices. So how we can establish the things, we are going to clear it out. And networking side also, how we can create a VPCs, virtual private clouds, and firewall, how we can create it, load balancing, how I can create it, and DNS side, how I can create it, and what are the futures I can create it, and everything will be with followed by the demo only, and concept, demo, lab, and assessment. We are going to perform it into the every session. And the databases. So coming to the databases, there is a lot of the some of the futures will be there, like a BigQuery, Cloud SQL, and the database guys, how they can make a use of the cloud technology, and what are the things we can establish one. And and next topic is that big data and machine learnings. So how the API ML will be there, and pubs and subs, there is some data, especially people are here about CI/CD pipeline creations. There is some sort of the things will be there, how we can make a use of that, everything will be going to be discussed into those areas also. Okay, so advanced GCP is more about that, the fundamentals of the cloud functions, cloud run, cloud composer. These are the different type of the functions will be there. We are going to cover it into the in depth of that. And security compliances, the security compliances is that more about that what are the security compliances will come into the real time environment, like IAM creations, identification of the security threats, okay, patching, each and everything. These are the some of the topics only we included. And the final project is that, so we are going to do the some kind of the assessment on everything with a scenario based, and we are going to perform it into the in deeper way. So this is the way how we are going to complete into real time. So let me go to the GCP console, how it will be there, I will show you. So this is the GCP overview. Okay, so if you can go through this one, the GCP will be having the dashboard. This we are calling as the GCP dashboard. Okay, so we can provide a lot of the services. Means you can have the APIs, everything. You can click here. You can see here. Okay, how we can will be there, and the service security side, what are the things will be there, and the SQL side, what are the things will be there. Okay, and this is what the cloud nothing but compute engine. So if you go to the compute engine here, all the servers will be creating. How we can create the servers, you can, if you click on the create servers, everything will be the on clicking only. Okay, so we have a test trial for the 1 year. Nothing but this is a student test trial they are providing the company, so we can complete it within a fraction of seconds, and we can complete the things also. It is a very easy. For that one, you need to connect with the, you need to place the your credit card or something, you need to place it. Okay, but you have a limited timings. In the limited timings only you need to be there. If it's you are using any other services, it going to be chargeable. But my recommendation is that once you done the lab, you need to remove the setup and you need to practice once you, whenever you are using the time hours, whatever there, you need to be complete in the moment of the time only. Then it will be useful for you guys. So here different services will be there. Okay, how to create a network. So here how we are going to create a network, and how you are going to create a Kubernetes engine. Okay, so everything will be the services will be the graphically only. We have a command line also, this is called cloud run. Okay, if you want to perform here also, and you can perform the same thing here also. Okay, it will be, you are getting both dimensions. So and moreover, one of the beauty of the thing is that whenever you are performing anything, beside that you will find the text notes also. Nothing but what exactly the, for example, if you are going with a cloud run, or if you are going with anything, this is the command line, it is loading. So everything you will get the promptings. Nothing but documents also you will get into the same Google Cloud. So that will be help you a lot into the understanding about the Google technologies. Okay, so anyone having any doubts, you can see that here I came into the command line. If you want to means, I can perform the number of actions from here also. So this is the Linux based. So for this one only, you need to have the Linux understanding and execution. Here we can perform all the type of the actions by using the Linux command like creation, deletion, otherwise navigations, everything we can do it. Still, if you want to perform anything means, we can perform from the graphical only. Means we have a both options. We have a both option, graphical and non-graphical. Means we can perform in both actions. Okay, so this is the way I'm completing the training course. Okay, so